Hello everybody! Argolfump here doing a speed run for Nancy Drew, Treasure in the Royal Tower.
Hi there, it's me. Now
I'm going to play the game on Junior Detective mode. I hope to beat the game in under a half hour, that is my goal. I am doing this commentary live while I'm playing this game, so hopefully that will not distract me too much, and I'll still be able to beat the game in a timely fashion.
Did you get squared away upstairs? Sorry about that inconvenience, but you're just gonna have to sit tight for a while.
So the start of the game is pretty simple. You just grab the two things from Nancy's room, then you have this conversation with Dexter.
Last time I checked, there were only 24 hours in a day, and now to make matters worse, there have been a couple of incidents. Someone vandalized our historic library.
I get the same response from Dexter if I pick option 1 or option 2.
She's gonna be pretty upset. I have no idea.
And here, if I pick option 1 or option 2,
everything was fine.
I get the same response.
Now it looks like a bomb went off.
Option 3 gives us a different response.
Somebody hacked a big hole in one of the walls.
But that response is longer,
I locked the place up and called the police,
so I select one of the first two responses because those are shorter.
I can't tell, but somebody's definitely after something.
Those two give me the same response.
This Professor Hotchkiss
just
called me a terrible
both give me the same response, and then
saying
that
our
will be the end of
room's
the
been
conversation with Dexter.
I went up there, but she wouldn't open the door to talk about it. Wouldn't even tell me what was missing. So what's she want me to do about it? Well, Hotchkiss has a pair of ski boots in the basement.
Okay, so I probably should note,
been working on him for
you don't hear Nancy right now. Nancy's not saying anything, right?
Not a bellhop.
That makes the conversation go faster. I just turned off all of
If you could grab
Nancy's
those boots
dialogue.
and bring them up to her,
I'll be showing that off a little bit later on when we go to Hotchkiss.
Sure would smooth mine. You're a trooper.
Okay, so that conversation is done. Now we rush over to Dexter. Jacques. So I might be a little bit quiet here, just because I'm trying to focus on beating the game as quickly as possible.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Je m'appelle Jacques Brunet.
The conversation is
what
fastest
brings you
if I
to
talk
beautiful
about the boots immediately.
Yes, I fixed her boots. But you should be relaxing by the fire, sipping cocoa, Nancy. Not running errands for Dexter. Why is it you American girls never know how to separate business from pleasure? Yes, that is another great truth about American girls. Basically, at the start of the game, you have to do the chore run. Ciao!
Anytime you play the game, you have to start the game by doing all these chores. Okay. Doing that chore. Turns out you only have to flip the one switch, so that's good. That's a time saver there, and I rush to Hotchkiss. Right? And this is how you turn off the Nancy's dialogue. I turned off Hotchkiss's dialogue because that zooms through the Hotchkiss conversation. Notice how we didn't hear a single thing she said, and we didn't see any animation because she's basically just a still picture. Here with Dexter, you'll notice we still see the animation of him talking. We can't hear him, but he still goes through all the animation. Okay, I fixed the circuit breaker. Now he's going to send me upstairs to get Hotchkiss's dinner. Or get her dinner order. So I rush. Okay, she wants couscous. So the problem with not being able to see Hotchkiss, what Hotchkiss says will become apparent in just a moment. Because as soon as I get her order for chicken wings, I need to solve the puzzle of becoming her apprentice. She asked Nancy that random trivia question. If you've played this game, you know what I'm talking about. Alrighty. So I'm going to guess that the answer is 15, and let's see if this is correct. Some people turn on Hotchkiss's dialogue here. Okay, got it right. Okay, right in one. Yeah! Okay. So, now I need to go downstairs, actually, and relay her order to Dexter. Oh, I should probably turn on the character dialogue again so I can hear it. Yeah, it's technically faster if I have the character dialogue off the entire time for the game, but that's not fun. That's not fun at all. I want to be able to hear the characters, right? That's more interesting. So here, let me turn on the character dialogue in just a moment. get to Dexter. I mean, yeah, that guy. Cannot talk and play games at the same time. Is not possible. Must stop.
Dear George, so much from my Wisconsin...
Okay, there we go.
Nancy, ¿cómo se va?
Now I can hear everybody again.
What does he think I am? A sous chef. Bye.
Okay, so now I just go to Nancy's room and reset the time. Okay. Yeah, so some people, I mean, obviously it's a time saver to not have to mess with the setup menu and turn off the voices and turn them back on. So it's faster to have the voices, all voices off at the start of the game, but that's kind of boring because then you watch this animation of these characters talking and you don't hear what they're saying. I turn the voices back on just because I want to have fun. I want to hear what the characters are saying. I'm speedrunning for fun. I'm not really speedrunning in order to get the world record. I highly doubt that I'll get the world record. The world record for this game is currently 29:11. I've got some oh gosh, where am I? I've got some improvements to that world record run. So I'm doing things a little bit differently than the current world record. Thing number 1,
Nancy dear,
Hotchkiss
welcome
conversation
to
right
the
here.
witching hour. Isn't it marvelous to be up and about when others are sound asleep? I find my brainwaves are at their most powerful during this time.
Current record, they do all the Hotchkiss stuff at the very end of the game, all the Hotchkiss stuff in a big group at the end.
My specialty
but,
is
you know,
Marie
I move up
Antoinette.
this conversation with Hotchkiss
Marie,
here to
the most
front
misunderstood
for 2
queen of the
reasons.
18th century.
Number 1, it's on the way,
Marie
it's on
used
the
to
way,
visit the very
so I don't
tower
have
that
to go
now
out of the
belongs
way
to
to
this
have this
castle.
conversation
I'm
with
convinced
Hotchkiss.
that this place holds
And number
evidence
2,
that will
that
forever
allows me
change
to
the way the
explore
world
Hotchkiss's
views Marie.
room before
But the
she
wolves
asks
have
about
ears,
her room.
so I'd
And we'll see
rather
that
not
conversation
say
in
anymore
like
right
20
now.
or so minutes.
If you're really interested, why don't you
So here's
go up
another
to my
conversation
room and
where you
have a
can
look
select either
around
option.
yourself?
But
You've
getting
been
back
such a
to,
great help to me,
you know,
almost
turning
like
on
an
and off the character
apprentice.
voices, what some people do
I've
is
always
they
wanted
turn
an
on the
apprentice.
voice for
I
Hotchkiss so you can
insist.
hear her
Your
trivia
mind
question.
is like
That way you
a
can answer the
ravenous
question
monkey gobbling
correctly.
up every banana
Now
in
she
its path.
she randomly selects
How
one
can
of
I stand in
5
the way?
questions. 2 of the
Here's my
questions
extra
have
pass
the
key.
answer
I get back to work
15.
at 6 a.m.
So
sharp,
that's why I guessed
just make
15
sure you
as
vacate
my
the
answer.
premises
I've
by
got a 40%
5:59
chance of the answer
and
being
put things
15.
back where you find
So if
them.
I don't
It's
get it
all
right, what I do is I
scientifically
ask her
organized
for a
in
new
there.
question and then I
Goodbye.
answer 15 again, and then I do that over and over again until she says, all right, you got the answer, hooray. But anyway, that was the point of doing the trivia question there, was so we could get that conversation with her to become her apprentice. Alrighty, zoom, zoom, zoom. Now I'm going to do the library thing, and this is another difference between my run and the current record. The current record makes a mistake here, and I'm not gonna. So what the current record does is they play the game the way the game is intended to be played, which is with the elevator puzzle. You're supposed to do the elevator puzzle in order to get into the library, but I'm just skipping that. So that is a time saver for... it's a time saver because you don't have to ride the slow elevator, and it's a time saver because you don't see the scene of Dexter playing... you don't see the scene of Dexter setting off that alarm. So, it's a time saver by skipping the elevator stuff, definitely. Also a time saver by skipping the puzzle, which gives you those 3 digits that I just inserted. And you might have noticed when I was fingerprinting that thing, you don't actually have to, what's the word? You don't have to fingerprint all the buttons, you just need to fingerprint a button, and that is it. That's all the game needs you to do. So the game says, okay, you fingerprinted everything, and great. Okay, so now I go down here, and this is the reason why we do the chore run, is for this. Okay, get the elevator out of the way. It's a little faster to do this rather than press the elevator button manually on one of the floors, because then you have to go out of your way to find an elevator. The elevator is, like I said, kind of slow. Really? Okay, puzzle done. Trying to zoom here to Jacques. So with this Jacques conversation here,
Nancy, what are you doing here? I can explain, Nancy, but please don't tell anyone that you found me here. If I get sent back to France,
like here, these two give us different conversations.
I will let down my family again. Nancy, I had nothing to do with what happened in the library.
The first conversation is faster, so
the
I
tower
select number
holds
one.
a valuable French historical document.
Now here,
if I can find it and return it to France,
basically
perhaps I can make up for my failure at the Olympics. The tower first belonged to the Chateau Rochemont in
like
France.
I pointed out with the conversation
when Ezra Wickford bought the
Dexter,
tower,
it's
my
basically faster
great-grandfather
in this
was
game
the master
to always
carpenter
pick the
in
first
charge of
option.
dismantling it and preparing it for shipment. One day, when he was working alone, he found a secret compartment in one of the walls.
Same thing with Dexter,
Inside,
that
he
no matter
found
which
an old
option you
journal
pick, he says
with
the
a royal
exact same
crest on the cover,
response.
and a medallion with a strange blue stone
So the
in
point
it.
where this
But he
conversation
heard other carpenters
changes
coming,
is I've
so
got
he
it
hid the
written down
medallion
here.
in his pocket
When we
and
could talk about
sealed the
Marie
journal
Antoinette.
back in the compartment. Before
So
he
that's
could
when
get
the
back to study
conversation
the journal
actually splits
and
in
return the
half
medallion,
there.
the tower was dismantled and
We
shipped
can
to
either
America.
talk about the medallion
He
or
never
Marie
learned
Antoinette.
who
It's
the
faster
journal
to talk
belonged
about
to,
Marie Antoinette.
or
So
what
that's
it
what I'll be
said.
doing
He thought if he
towards
told
the
his
end of
story,
this conversation.
Ezra Wickford might get angry, accuse him of interfering with the project, and try to ruin his name as a carpenter. So he kept quiet. I was his only great-grandson. On his deathbed,
So
he
that
gave
is,
me the medallion and told me the whole
here
story.
we go. This is the question
He
about Marie
begged me
Antoinette.
to come here to Wisconsin to find the journal and return it to France. The journal bore a royal seal. It must have belonged to Marie Antoinette,
So
because she
changing
used
the
to visit the
conversations
tower
around
during the
is
Revolution.
so
perhaps it
small
contains her
time
confessions,
time
or
saver. It
perhaps
saves like
it
3
contains proof of
seconds
her
at
innocence.
most, I would
Either way,
say.
the contents of that journal could
But,
change
you know, it's a minor
French
time
history
saver compared to the
forever.
current
I know it's possible that
speedrun
someone
record,
found the
so
secret
hooray,
compartment when
me
the tower was
finding
being put
new
back together.
strategies.
But I have to check anyway. I just have to know. Nancy, do you think you could help me? Let
Here
me
it's
show you this
faster to
medallion,
talk about
and
Christie,
maybe you'll
'cause
be
we have
able to
these
tell
two
me what it's
conversations.
for. Okay, Nancy, I see your point.
Conversation number
I
one,
will
he talks
explain
about,
everything
I would
to
never
Christie
destroy
Lane
the library.
as soon as
Most of those
possible.
books
Now, will
are
you help
French.
me? I think this medallion will interest
And
you.
the thing he
maybe
says
you'll
about
have
the
some idea what
library
it's for.
is
It's in
slower
my
than the
locker.
thing he says
Will
about
you go
Christie.
get it while I
Again,
take care of something?
not a
The
huge
combination
time
is
difference.
2,
It's probably
6,
like
6,
3 seconds
5.
at most.
I'll meet you in the locker room in a minute. You're the best, Nancy.
Nancy's always the best. I'm the best. You're the best. You're the best. No one's ever gonna keep you down. You're the best. You're the best around. Yeah, navigation in this game can be kind of awkward. You just need to know where the triggers are. Six, 6, 5. And the medallion's gonna show up here, like, right where that one button is. And, ooh, this is gonna be a good skip. If I can get it right. Yes! Okay, got it. Notice I got the arrow to appear while I clicked on the arrow as it was appearing, saving myself
Thanks
like
for coming
half a
down.
second.
I've been wanting to talk to you.
Yay!
How's
saving
your
half
head?
a second.
Did you slip?
I don't know,
what?
it looks
it's just
cool
that
that
when
I
I found
used
you
the
out
arrow
cold in the
before it
basement
really
and hauled you back
appears.
to your room,
Okay, so here
I noticed all this
we
red
need to,
dirt on your shoes.
we need to talk
I'm just
about
curious
the Queen's
where
Tower.
it came
We
from.
need to
No.
confess as soon as possible.
If you must know, I'm impressed.
And then for the rest of the
Ezra
conversation,
Wickford
we
set
select
that
the
secret
first
door up
option
so nobody would be
every
able to
single
find
time.
it. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with getting into that tower. Ezra told me that
So
if I
here's
could
an
get through the
interesting
secret
thing.
door, he'd take
What
me
you're
up to see
supposed
the
to do
Queen's Tower.
normally
Finally,
is
I got
you're
into the
supposed to
tunnel.
read the
When
letter
I came
in
out
the
with that
area
red
where
dirt
we
all
melted
over me,
the candle and
he
got the
laughed.
key.
He
So
was
the
actually
letter
proud of
talks
me.
about
I'd say you
going
earned the right to
Ezra's,
check out the tower for
secret
yourself.
spot.
But you got to
This
get through
private
that
garden
gate,
here.
right? There's an old
Now, I
skeleton
did not
key in the
read
main
that
shed.
letter, but the game
Now that the storm's
assumes
passed,
I
you
read
can
that
go out and
letter
get it.
because I got
But
the
be
key
careful.
from that area.
It's still dead cold
So that's how
out
I'm
there.
able to
It's
talk to
nothing but
Dexter
wasteland
about
out there.
the private
If you're
garden.
bent on tromping around in the cold, go left when you get outside, away from the shed. Look for a wrought iron gate. You'll figure out the rest. You're a trooper.
Thanks, buddy. You're a trooper. Okay, down, 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 down. It's like if I have my mouse too far to the left, or too far to the right there, it won't work. It will assume I'm trying to click on the elevator there, so you have to be very careful Here you need to click specifically on the left-hand part of the gate. 1, 2, and flip the lever. While the lever is flipping, I grab the key. And then I zoom out here. Step. Kind of a small trigger area for that one. I go over here, grab the key, and leave. And guess what? We're going to meet a new character. Her name is Lisa. Oh, wow. Okay. Nah. Okay. That's a very easy navigation error. Double click. Accidentally double click, and then you zoom in on the locker when you don't want to. You want to click to the right of the locker. So now we're going to meet Lisa. Click left, click right. Spin around. Hi, I'm Lisa.
Hi, I'm Lisa. Did you hear what happened? Someone broke
navigation
into the library
there, like
and
I said.
vandalized
Okay,
it.
so the fastest way through this conversation
He's saying the culprit
is
must be one of us in the castle.
And then
Can you believe it?
select
Apparently,
number
the
1
only
every
guests who
single
made it here
time.
before the blizzard set in are you, me, and Professor Hotchkiss.
And I don't really believe. Okay, so here's a
suspects.
time saver. We can talk
Dexter,
about
our
Hotchkiss
friendly
or
desk
Jacques
clerk,
Brunet.
and Jacques Brunet.
I'm saving time by
Inspector
skipping
Oh my gosh!
Jacques.
Wait till you hear this. Hotchkiss
you
is this
absolutely
nutty
have
old
to
woman
talk
who's
to
always typing and
you-
talking to herself in her
blah,
room.
blah, getting tongue-tied.
I was walking past
You
her door
absolutely have to
earlier,
talk to
and I heard her
Lisa
screaming
about
that her
Professor
room had been
Hotchkiss.
robbed. I'm really not sure.
So
She just
it's a
kept
time
wailing.
saver for
my
me
theory,
to
my
skip
theory.
talking about
I think
Jacques.
she teaches
And at the end of
history,
this conversation,
or maybe
you'll
a
see
foreign language.
I totally skipped talking
I
about
thought
Jacques.
I heard a couple of French words pop
it's still
out of
gonna
her
be a
mouth.
conversation option.
But don't
and
quote me
stuff.
on that either. I only barely passed Spanish in high school. Hardly. I'm just a humble photojournalist covering
this
weird
is the
old
faster
mansions in the
option.
Midwest.
This
and
one
this
here,
place
because Lisa
is one
has
of
a
the
one-word
weirdest.
response.
Did you
She
know
says a lot
Ezra
if you
Wickford, the
select
original
option
owner,
2.
shut himself away in here for like 50 years? Creepy, right? I mean,
No, that's a two-word
did
response,
we stumble
not a
onto the
one-word
set of
response.
As the Castle
Anyway, like I
Turns
said,
or what?
notice that Jacques still
Well,
pops
you
up as a
probably wanna get
conversation
settled.
option because I skipped
I wonder
it.
what we're gonna do with
So the whole
ourselves
point of
while
that
we're all
conversation
cooped
was
up
to
in
talk
this
to
place.
Lisa and
Stay
then
warm.
immediately end the
Glad you
conversation
came down to
as
talk.
soon as possible
Get this.
for this.
I saw Dexter walking out to the maintenance shack with this, like, green ornament thing in his hand. He's up to something, right? Maybe you should check it out. I'd love to, but I really should get to work on my article. Keep me posted.
So that's literally the only thing we need to talk to Lisa about, is so she can tell us about the green medallion and the maintenance sheds. So that first conversation is basically just a time waster, because you know, we're just introducing ourselves to Lisa. That's the whole point of that conversation. And nothing she says is of interest. The only thing that's of interest is the intro to her second conversation. Okay, and here I'm gonna get the rat. Okay, so this should be an easy puzzle. Okay, 233 is the solution. The puzzle I'm not good at is the chains puzzle. I need to remember the chains puzzle. So it's 32514. 32514. 32514. Okay?
Is that you, Nancy?
32514. Now I'm gonna go to the tower right now.
It's freezing out here. What kind of a stunt was that, Missy? Well then, what can I say except good thinking?
Okay, getting the key. 32514. Okay. Yeah, another weird thing about the navigation in the game is this room where I have to take 2 steps forward, and I go pretty far into the room before Nancy can take a U-turn and turn back and look at the at the machine. I always thought that was kind of strange. So here the elevator has reset itself because I pushed the button last time. It reset itself. Now it's on the first floor. I don't know why it reset itself on the first floor instead of the basement. We know it's not on the second floor because we don't have those weights there. Because normally that's a death sequence in this game. Is if you try to reset the elevator from the second floor, it will crush Nancy to death, and that's a very gruesome death sequence. Okay, 32514. 32514. 1, 4. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Yeah! Okay, and that was bad. Wrong way. So this puzzle is really simple. Or at least memorizing the puzzle is. Just move everything down and around like that. And next is going to be the puzzle everybody dislikes. It's okay. I've got notes, so they should help. So with the puzzle, I'll just try to solve it. So everything starts off in the same position every single time, making this a rather easy puzzle to solve in theory. If you have the starting positions just marked down, which I do, you could just get everything into the starting position and then that'll be fine. 5. Okay, here's 6, and then this one's 7. And then this one is gonna be 8, 9. Okay, and then these two need to be swapped. And now everything just needs to be rotated into place. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. Oh, whoops. There. Made a couple of mistakes, but not that bad overall. Yeah, and like I said, everything starts in the exact same starting position, so I just made a note of which ones to swap, and then that was that. Makes it a very easy puzzle solution. Okay, next I go to Nancy's room, set the time to 5 a.m., so I can go to Hotchkiss's area. So, navigation in this game, the elevator's slow, that's why I just don't take the elevator. In case you were really wondering, why isn't he ever using the elevator? It's too slow, it's too slow. So 5 a.m., because Hotchkiss is out of her room from 3 to 6. Okay, and now I go into her room here. And you absolutely have to watch this video.
Testing. Can anyone
I actually went and tried this out in my test speed runs. I tried charging the battery and then watching the video. Does not work. The game will, the video will stop at the exact same spot no matter how long the battery is charged. So you have to watch this part of the video, then charge the battery, and come back later.
And there's
now, I think it's technically possible to like plug in the battery at 3, then skip ahead to 5, and then watch the second half of the video. I think that's technically possible. I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is basically a double time saver. Basically a double time jump here. Hey, yay, and I got the medallion. Yay. But basically, I have to do a time jump for Hotchkiss's video, because I want the battery to charge. It takes time for the battery to charge.
Hello, my fellow night owl. Or perhaps I should say...
Oh, and here's that conversation I mentioned earlier.
Did you find anything of interest in my room?
Conversation.
Of course not. Pop in all you like, just not when I'm working.
The faster response to the conversation is this one, if you've been in her room. If you haven't been in her room yet, she will scold you for quite some time, and that's slower. So it's a time saver for me to have visited her room before that conversation.
I'll wrestle you for this if I have to, and it won't be pretty. Absolutely, I'll get to work on it right away.
We have a time skip here.
I'll have the translation ready in my room for you this time tomorrow. Until then, I mustn't be disturbed.
So if I were to check my clock here, it would be 6 o'clock. And we'll see this when we go to Nancy's room. We'll see that it skipped way super far ahead in time. And now it's 6 o'clock. When really it shouldn't be 6 o'clock, it should still be in the 5 o'clock hour. I did not spend an hour doing stuff. Okay, so now we go back to Hotchkiss. navigation errors. Back to Hotchkiss.
I'm so glad you stopped by.
She talks
I've
about
translated
the
the entire
decoder.
journal. It's fabulous. And as an added bonus, it includes Marie's official decoder, something no one else has ever found before. Right-ho.
Right-ho. Okay. The decoder doesn't appear until you talk to her about it. That's why I did that. So I had to go in the room. This is kind of a pain, actually. Unnecessary pain, but we get to watch the second half of this video.
Some kind of peephole.
Then I have to go to the peephole, then I have to go back to Hotchkiss's room. So I think it's like technically possible to solve this challenge without using all 3 medallions.
The beauty, the colors. So this is what Helga told me to look for.
And here I'm just moving things to the top of my inventory where they are useful.
It fits! Note to self, high five Team Hotchkiss. And what's this? A message? Eureka! It says the diamond.
So that makes it faster for me to, okay, go right here. Come on, you can do a dialogue, or not dialogue. You can do it game controls. Haven't seen blue yet. Okay, Hotchkiss's room. Now I use the decoder.
I think I see what the symbols in this.
Yeah, I think technically you can beat the game with only doing that with the red one.
But where have I seen a purple rose? And what's a diamond?
However,
key?
when I tried that in my practice run, it did not work. The game's like, no, you need to look through all three decoders. So I'm like, fine, I'll just do that then. And that's why I used all 3 medallions there. Just because the one time I tried doing just 1 medallion, the game just said no and wouldn't let me. Okay. Back through here again. 3 stars, 7, 2. Yeah, and during the scene where Nancy's talking, that's another excellent opportunity to do some shuffling around with your inventory. This is great. I like doing that. That is some good navigation there, where you don't have to move your mouse left or right in order to solve the puzzle. I probably should talk about this puzzle. Really? This is a randomized puzzle. Solution changes every time you play the game. So here you cannot have your mouse all in one area and then just zoom through the puzzle. Okay, 3, 2, 5, 1, 4. 3, 2, 5, 1, 4. I believe the solution to the puzzle up is red, blue, and then green on bottom. I sure hope that's it. Okay. Step forward here. Yeah, red, blue, green on bottom. Oh, come on. No, game. What was that? I was clearly clicking in the middle there. I was not... Whatever. Okay, end game sequence. Yay! So with this conversation here...
Hi, Lisa. How did you get in
here? What you need to do is select option 2, then option 1, and then option 2 again.
Good to have around after all. Now why don't you toss me that big honkin' diamond so I can blow this?
You know what? I'm gonna stab you with a spear. How do you like that, Lisa?
Lisa, you must
grab my spear. Stabby, 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 stabby. What? No, that doesn't stop the culprit. What? Oh, come on!
Gonna get me there.
Anyway, with this final conversation, that was definitely something where I played through the final conversation many times. Oh, many times. and discovered the fastest way through the conversation. The conversation ends as soon as you talk about vandalizing the library.
Ouch.
So that's a short conversation talking about the locker there.
Somehow, didn't I? I hope we can still be friends.
Here it's slightly faster to talk about the medallion switch compared to the other option where she talks about her motives, saying she belongs, you know, in a lounge chair surrounded by cabana boys.
I knew you would figure it out, so I decided to put the medallions in your hands and let you lead the way. Just a little translation mix-up. When I read the message,
okay, so I should mention the timer in this game now that we're coming up on the timer. The timer ends, I mean, it starts when you select difficulty level, and it ends when you select,
enough with the questions, Nancy.
I mean, when the ending letter plays. That's when it ends.
I've got to stop her.
Okay, so I've got my timer. I do have a stopwatch here that I've been running this entire time, so let's get a final time on the speedrun in a moment.
Nancy Drew, you're the worst friend a diamond thief could ever have.
Lisa's mouth keeps moving even after she's finished talking. Okay, it looks like it was 30:55 is the time for the speedrun. Hooray! 30 minutes and 55 seconds. So not under 30 minutes as I was hoping, but it's still pretty good, around 30 minutes. Yeah, that's a really good time for this game. So, can anybody think of any ideas how to improve the speedrun? Any tricks or things we can do to make the game go faster? Please leave a comment on this video letting me know. I would be really interested in seeing if there's a way to improve the time. Now, as for doing a senior mode, you know, senior detective speedrun for this game, that would be rather easy. It's basically the exact same thing as this, the only difference being several puzzles. A couple of puzzles, like the puzzles in the tower. So the slider puzzle would be slightly longer, and same with the golden leaf tile puzzle. However, as you saw, golden leaf tile puzzle is really simple if you just have all the starting positions marked down, and it always starts in the exact same position. So basically what I did was I just took a screenshot of the game when I started the puzzle, then I solved it and made notes on my screenshot. That's all. So that's how I was able to zoom through that puzzle. So, thank you very much for watching my speedrun. I hope you enjoyed watching me defeat this game in almost a half hour. Stay sleuthy, everybody.